I made a mistake, and I hopefully can explain the mistake that I made in full. Recently, I posted a video which contained commentary on a media personality who had an appearance for a debate on a very popular podcast. And after listening to the podcast, I listened to like 45 minutes of it. I decided to post a video response to some of the things that I listened to that I had a problem with in that debate. After a few days and a lot of things going on that I'll try to talk about in this video in detail, I decided to take that video down. And I took that video down not because I disagreed with the comments that I made within the video or anything to do with any of the comments that I left within the comment section. I took the video down because I broke a rule that I created for myself some time ago by posting that video. And that rule is that I told myself that I would not engage in a discussion, any type of talk or commentary on or about someone who doesn't respect the humanity of Black people. So there's some obvious examples of that, like say someone that's a neo-Nazi or a Ku Klux Klan member who believes that, Black people are no better than slaves, who is dismissive of any examples of Black people having success and is dismissive of Black progress. I told myself that I wouldn't have any discussions with anyone of that sort because, for one thing, I don't need that person's validation. So I'm not going to try to discuss and debate my own personal humanity with that person for some type of validation reasons. I don't need validation for that person. I don't need their acknowledgement. Plus, I have my own sense of self-worth. So I'm not going to debate my own personal self-worth. I have that already, and I'm not willing to give that up for anybody. So it's not something I would be willing to do. But I broke that rule because in this podcast, the person that I did my commentary on, in my sense, they were using the same racist talking points that you normally associate with someone of the groups that I was discussing earlier. And I think I was blinded by the fact that this was coming from a Black person's mouth, that it's the same exact type of things that you hear. And I should have recognized that how poisonous those comments were and to not actually dive into doing that commentary. Because one of the results of that commentary is that I got sucked into this whole discussion with people who are posting comments who kept reiterating those same views. And, this is a one-person show, so I had to post a lot of my own comments and responses. It was tons of comments I posted in response. And, in general, when you put your ideas out there, there are going to be people that's going to disagree with you, and they'll post things. And I don't mind people disagreeing with me, so I was happy to leave those up and just respond with my own comments. The only thing I deleted is people that just were leaving insults. So people that just left insults, they were deleted right away. But, once I came to the realization what I was doing is debating my own humanity, or not just my personal humanity, Black people's humanity, with people who were just so committed to the opposite thing, committed to stating that we're no better than slaves today, committed to saying that we have made no progress, committed to saying that racist people have complete and utter control of their entire life. These are all poisonous things. And as long as people believe those type of things, you're not going to have any progress. And I think, thankfully, it's only a minority of people who actually hold those type of views. So I think, but one problem is I think this is the vocal minority. And that's dangerous And as long as there are people who are spreading these types of views and gaining new converts, it's going to be a continual problem that we have to continue to deal with. It's like self-generating this type of issues. Um, Someone mentioned in one of the comments that, when we're talking about people being slaves today, and I'm talking African Americans, she stated that often when people state that, they're talking mental slavery. But the first part of breaking away of mental slavery is realizing what you're doing, realizing that the slavery that you're suffering from, or you think you're suffering from, is all a mirage. The slave master has been extracted, but you're still following these same rules. So the first thing you have to do is break free. It's almost like an addiction, I think, with some of these people. And the first thing you have to do, I think, to break away from the addiction is realize that you're addicted to this worldview, this poisonous worldview that's going to stop you from having any type of success, any type of progress in your own life, or any type of positive views on your people and how they interact with others. So I hopefully some people that I make comments to in those comment sections were able to rethink some of the things that they believe in. But I don't really know. I think a lot of the people are really entrenched in that worldview, and I'm not really sure how to change that.